All right, Piyush, stay on with us. Our guests are also joining us on the broadcast. We have Aniket Nikam, he's an advocate. He's joining us live from Mumbai. Barnali Basak, she's an advocate again. And Shweta Shalini from the BJP, now with us on this broadcast. Aniket, before I come to you, we are cutting across to breaking news coming in. We are learning from our sources that Deepika has pinned the blame on Karishma Prakash. She has pinned the blame on Karishma Prakash and Jaya Saha, her managers. Just a short while ago, we were picking up details of how Deepika is now exerting pressure on Karishma to not reveal too much. And this is more source-based information we are picking up that Deepika has now pinned the blame on Karishma and Jaya and not willing to take the onus on herself, be it in connection with the WhatsApp chats and the kind of allegations that are being made against her. Aniket, Barnali, Shweta are with us. Aniket, I wanted to ask you another question, but first your reaction on the breaking news that has come in.
See, perhaps this may be the legal advice that is given to Deepika Padukone that it is better that you put blame on others and try and come out of it. But what is important is that there is a WhatsApp conversation. Yes. We only know a part of it. We do not know the entire conversation. Perhaps the NCB would have it. And whatever is available in public domain and is being shown by you to your viewers, it seems that Deepika Padukone had asked and initiated a conversation where she seemed to be asking for drugs. Now, the investigating officers, the NCB officers will have to confront all these WhatsApp conversations to Deepika, and they'll have to get deep into this to understand as to what is the basis and what actually transpired thereafter. And of course, it will be investigated during the interrogation of Deepika.
No, but that is exactly what I want to understand, Aniket. On the basis of the messages that are present in public domain right now, where Deepika herself is asking for it. She has mentioned hash, she has mentioned weed, she is asking for mal. Now, what she is asking for, she can't backtrack from that even if she tries and passes on the blame. What is her standing then?
Certainly, see, this WhatsApp conversation would indicate that she is asking for it. In fact, she has also written a message that please send it. I mean, when this talent management agency girl said that can I arrange it through someone, she said, okay, please get it. So it seems that she is the one who initiated it, and she was the one who said that I want it and I would be reaching at some place. You can, get it over there also, whatever that conversation is. So it's very difficult for her to wriggle out of this. And at the same time, the investigating officers are very experienced people. They know how to interrogate a person. So they will, of course, confront Deepika Padukone with all these WhatsApp conversation, with the statement of Jaya Shah, with the statement of other persons, and would try and, understand the truth behind it.
Barnali, I want to come to you, and then again on the basis of what is available in public domain right now, although sources tell us that the NCB has very hardcore evidence against all those who are being questioned, especially Deepika Padukone, as we understand. But on the basis of the chats that are there, be it in connection with Jaya Saha or Karishma Prakash and Deepika Padukone's chat, what is it? Where is it that they stand in terms of the offences or the allegations or the charges that can be pressed against them?
See, the thing is that we are aware of one thing which is brought forward right now is that there has been chats. Like they've been chatting with whoever they've been chatting. So the chats are on record. So they cannot wriggle out of it. They cannot get out of it. We all know that phone is a very personalized thing and you alone use the phone. Even if they want to blame it on and pass it on to somebody else, saying that my phone was not in my possession, somebody else messaged on my behalf, all those excuses won't do good. And of course it is on the interrogatory authorities, like how to question them and how to take out the answers from them. So the questioning has to be very powerful and they have to question to such an extent that again one thing leads to the other. So they cannot really wriggle out of it. Much depends upon the questioning. And as I said, it's very sad to see this young generation getting into drugs. And since I said that we all idolize, especially the younger generation, if one of them get caught and if they're punished, that definitely will act as a deterrent. The younger generation should take it as a lesson that if they cannot escape, even the ones who are consuming drugs at this stage, even they cannot escape. So there has to be a deterrent feature in this. There has to be a feeling of scared that, okay, fine, if I'm involved in an illegal activity and if I'm caught, these are the consequences that will be meted out to me. So I think this is the huge lesson for everybody who is getting into such atrocities and such consumption. They're just wasting their lives. And as I said, drug consumption and the money that is used, while selling drugs, it is used for multiple purposes. So, I mean, I think it is a very big lesson that one should take it at this point of time.
Right. And Shweta, I want to come to you. Because while there is one section that is trying to normalize the use of drugs, there is another section that is also joyous about the fact that although these people are powerful, they have money, but if they are guilty, they must face the law. And it is very important now that whatever is being done at this point, it must reach a conclusive end, a logical end. Is the government going to ensure, is the ruling party going to ensure that, it is not just the hype that we are seeing currently, but all those who are guilty must face the law, and that this must reach its logical end?
So yes, I want to repeat this. Law remains same for any section of the society. Secondly, it remains same for the A-listers, the elite class, and the so-called the cattle class. And last but not the least, it remains the same for people who are guilty and people who claim not to be guilty. So everyone is given a fair chance to prove and to even go ahead and make their case absolutely. So a fair trial will definitely be given. But there are a couple of things that I want to point out here. One, if the NCB has actually summoned few people, it means that they have collected enough evidences against them. Secondly, we should understand in this digital world that nothing that is technically around available on the internet today can be destroyed. These evidence cannot be destroyed, neither can they escape from these evidences, because they will have an imprint of you, very, very personalized imprint of you, and it will be traced back to you. Last but not the least, I think a lot of these A-listers, a lot of these celebrities have come out, including the one in question right now. I think Deepika came forward to talk about mental illness. And I personally feel that depression is also a kamal of this mal somewhere. And hence it is time that not only the A-listers but the entire Bollywood faces this menace. It's a menace for the society. And I think as you've been talking about conclusive end, I think this can be gotten into a conclusive end only when all sections of the society, all sectors of the society, and almost everybody, let's not politicize this. I've been saying this again and again. It is a menace for the society. Our youth looks up to these celebrities. They call them heroes. They call them their heroes, they emulate them. It is time that they come forward and fight it out. And even if they have committed mistakes, it is time that they own it up, they face the music, they face the punishment, and get into a repentance mode, because NCB will come after everybody. And it's a can of worms, and these worms, once open, cannot stay inside. They will slither outside.
Oh yes. Oh yes, absolutely, and we are sure bigger names will emerge in the days to come. It is getting big, and male actors who are also in the radar of the NCB, their names will also tumble out in a day or two. We'll stay with that, but for the moment I request my guests to be with us on the broadcast. We're slipping into a short break. We'll be back on the other side.